Hello students. So today we will start with the next model, that is fourth model, partnership. So this topic is also very important because they are asking 1, 2, 3 sums on it is partnership. So already I have the idea about the partnership which I have studied in PUC 1, PUC 2 level, right? So as all of you know about the partnership, what do you mean by partnership? So partnership means what? Very simple it is. When two or more persons come together and form the business is called as partnership. In simple words, right? When two or more persons come together and form the business is called as partnership. Or the Partnership Act 1932 defines partnership as the relation between the partners who have agreed to share the profits of the business carried on by all or any of them acting for all. This is how the Partnership Act 1932, right, defines partnership as, right? Because you will get the question in the exam for 2 marks. What is partnership? So if they say what is partnership, in simple words you have to write. When two or more persons come together and form the business or start the business is known as what? Partnership. But if they ask define partnership, so exact definition you have to write, right? You should not write the meaning, you have to write the definition. So how you have to write the definition? That is Partnership Act 1932 defines partnership as the relation between the persons who have agreed to share the profits of the business carried on by all or any of them acting for all. So this is how we have to write the definition of partnership if it is asked for how many marks? 2 marks. So coming to the topic, it is partnership, right? So to start the business, right? To start the business, what is required? We require the money, we require the capital. So what the partners do? What may be the number of partners? 2, 3, 4, 5. So they come together, they invest some money into the business and they start the business, right? So before starting the business, what they have to do? They have to enter into an agreement, that is called as what it is, partnership deed or partnership agreement. So partnership deed or partnership agreement is what? An agreement which is in writing, right? An agreement which is in writing and signed by all the partners and duly stamped is known as what it is, partnership deed. So to avoid the future consequences, what the partners do? They enter into an agreement, right? So that agreement, whatever agreement they do, that should be in writing and duly signed and sealed, right? They have to put a proper seal on it. Then that deed becomes a valid deed. So an agreement which is signed by all the partners and duly stamped is known as what it is, partnership deed or partnership agreement. So what does it contain, right? What things they have to write in the partnership deed or in the agreement, such as so whatever things they write in the partnership deed or the agreement, that is called as the contents of what it is, partnership deed or agreement. So what does it contain? So first, compulsorily they have to write the name of the firm. First, whatever the business they want to start, so they have to give some specific name to the business, right? So first they have to give a specific name to the business under which they are going to run the future business. Then they have to mention the term of the business, means for how many years they want to continue as a partner of the business. So that term should be mentioned compulsorily in the agreement, such as it is 25 years, 30 years, 50 years, 60 years, whatever it is. So the term of the business they have to write. Then they have to write the name and addresses of all the partners. Then they have to write the capital contribution, how much capital each partner is going to invest into the business. Sorry for the interruption. So I was talking about the contents of what it is, partnership deed. So I was at, I think it is at 4th or 5th point, that is regarding the capital. So how much capital should each partner invest into the business? So that should be compulsorily mentioned in the agreement. then when any partner invests certain money or capital into the business, so he get the interest on capital. So what should be the rate of interest on capital? So that should also be mentioned in the agreement. Then next is what? The amount of drawing. Amount of drawing means till what extent they can withdraw the cash from the business for their own use. So drawing means what? Drawing means it is the amount which is withdrawn from the business for their own use, for personal use. So when any partner withdraw the cash from the business for his own use, right? So that is called as what it is, drawing. So till what limit they can withdraw the cash from the business, that should be compulsorily mentioned in the agreement. So when any partner withdraw the cash from the business for his personal use, so on that he has to pay the interest to the business. That is called as the interest on drawings, right? So what should be the rate of interest on drawings? That should also be compulsorily written in the agreement. Then very important point is regarding the distribution of profit. What should be the rate of profit? What should be the ratio? So in which ratio they have to share the future profits and losses? That ratio should be compulsorily mentioned, whether they are going to distribute the future profits and losses in capital contribution or in equal distribution or any other ratio which is agreed by all the partners. So all these particulars are written in the agreement, and finally all the partners will have to sign that agreement and they have to put a proper seal on it, right? Then that deed becomes a valid deed in the eyes of law. So they are called as the contents of what it is partnership deed. So first, like this, they have to enter into an agreement and they start the business, and by the end of the year, right, profit or loss is always determined at the end of the year. So whatever profit is earned or whatever loss is incurred, the same profit or loss is distributed by all the partners in their capital proportion or in the agreed proportion, right? So far as this partnership topic is concerned, right, here in accountancy you have studied, right, when ratio is not given, so we distribute the given profit or loss in equally between the partners. But so far as commercial arithmetic is concerned, so here you should not distribute the profit equally if the ratio is not given, right? You should not distribute the profit equally, right, until and unless they mention, right? So if the problem is silent about the distribution of profit, it is always shared among the partners in their capital ratio only. So if they give the ratio, in that given ratio you have to distribute, otherwise it is always distributed in which ratio? Capital ratio. So whatever profit is earned or whatever loss is incurred at the end of each year, the same is distributed by all the partners in their capital contribution or in the agreed ratio. But before distributing the entire profit among the partners, so if sometimes the problem thing, as I told you, when any partner invests the capital into the business, so he get interest on his capital. So in the problem, if they give interest on capital, right, then it is any other remuneration, salary, reserves, right? So if such things are given, so all these things are paid out from the profits, whatever total profit is there. So from that total profit, first of all you will have to pay what? Interest to each partner. If they give the interest on capital, so you have to pay off the interest on capital. Then if any partner is getting any salary, so that salary also you have to pay, because so far as partners are concerned, there are two types of partners. One is the acting partner and second one is the sleeping partner. So acting partner means a partner who invests the capital into the business and who also take active part in the management of the company is called as what it is, active partner. And sleeping partner means what? A partner who invests the capital into the business but who won't take any active part in the management of the company is known as what it is, sleeping partner. So like that there are two types of partners. So if any partner is looking after the management of the company on behalf of the other partner, so he will be paid the salary. So if any partner is getting any salary, so such a salary is also paid off from the total profits. So first you have to pay off the interest to each partner, then if any partner is getting any salary, you have to pay off the salary from the profit. If any partner is getting any extra remuneration, so that is also paid out from the total profit. If any partner is getting any expense allowance, so that is also paid out from the profits. If there are reserves, because every year the company has to make certain provisions. They transfer one part of the profit to reserve fund, depreciation fund, bad debts reserve. If such provisions are given, so these provisions are also you have to deduct from the profit. And after paying off all these things from the profit, if there is any balance profit left with the company, the same profit is distributed among the partners in the capital ratio or in the agreed ratio. So this is the procedure how we have to distribute the profit. So far as this topic is concerned, partnership here. So here we are going to study how to distribute the profit, how to distribute the given profit among the partners. That is very important. So like problems you will get in the exam. So in the problem they give the profit, they give the capital of the partners, and they ask you to distribute the profit. How you will share the profit among the partners. Sometimes they give sometimes they give the interest on capital, salary, right, reserves, whatever it is. So if such things are given, so first you have to pay off all these things from the profit, and then you have to distribute the remaining profit among the partners in the given ratio or in the capital ratio, right? So this is what we are going to learn in the topic. It is what partnership. So very interesting topic is that, right? And very important from the point of your examination, because maximum problems they are asking on what it is the partnership. So I hope you have understood this basic about what it is the partnership. And the actual part is what? The numerical part, the problems, how to distribute the profit, how to distribute the given profit among the partners. So in the next class, so this is the introduction, brief introduction about the partnership. I have not gone in detail because already have the idea about the partnership. So in simple, in just brief, I have given the idea about the partnership. So in the next class or in the next video, so we will continue with the problems on what it is the partnership. Thank you.